when I was new to the Swedish bagpipes, I got a lot of help here with the tuning, with learning new tunes, with getting to know people. So I think it has importance, really.
What would you say is the sort of highlight this weekend?
To be with other bagpipers. Because if I go somewhere else and play, and people play the same tunes, if they don't play bagpipe, they play the tunes in their normal key. And maybe they're not interested in translating them to A or something. But here everyone plays bagpipes, everyone loves drones, so everything is really easy.
Year after year you're hosting these meetings. It's like, why do you do this?
Because I love the bagpipe, and I need some time in the year when the bagpipe is in the focus. So that's the way to make it, because if I should go to a meeting somewhere, I think it could be that oh no, I have no time, it's hard to. So this is a way to make it happen.
We're in the middle of a Swedish Bagpipes gathering right now.
Yeah.
What are your feelings?
Yeah, my feeling it's so beautiful to both listen and to play and enjoy that this has happened. And of course, even if I have to make some work with the food and around the meeting, so it's a time when I only focused on one thing.
I was one of the guys who started this in '97, and so we wanted a meeting for people who already played bagpipes, because the earlier years there had been some festivals and courses and things like that arranged, but at this time it was some time ago that anything like that had been done. So we needed to meet and exchange tunes and learn from each other and so on. So we thought, we should have a meeting in Dalarna somewhere where we invite people who already play, and we did that. And most of the attendees were experienced pipers, but of course there were one or two who were new as well. And
I started out as
at first we resented that a little bit, actually, to be honest, the first few years, because we didn't want it to become a course. We didn't want the experienced players who came there to feel obliged to help the new players or to make this into a course. So we wanted this relaxed surroundings, and you go here for your own enjoyment, not for helping others and so on. So, but that never became a problem. So it has been a mix of experienced players and a few beginners as well, and they get out a lot of it in a way, despite it not being a course in the regular organized sense, because there are so many people around that are very much more experienced than you, and therefore there's always someone to listen to or to ask a question, and so it's very relaxed.
I've actually played quite a few other instruments in my life, but I think the Swedish bagpipe is really something that I maybe enjoy the most. It's definitely the instrument that I spend the most time with nowadays. And it's really, I mean, it's tradition, but it's also new because of all the instrument makers. They make new developments, so it feels like you're part of this kind of evolution of the Swedish bagpipe, and I really enjoy that.
And still it's actually a tradition that was dead.
Yes, it was actually for quite some time. So we are also trying to invent things like trying to understand how did they actually play, what did the bagpipes actually sound like. But we also mix it, of course, with what do we like today, what kind of harmonies do we like playing today, and so on. And I also would say that the instruments of today has a much higher quality, so it also allows us to play a lot together and with different technical difficulties that I guess the old time people couldn't. There aren't so many of us who play the Swedish bagpipes today. We are a bunch of people who kind of move the tradition forward into the future, and for us it's really important to meet up and to do it every year so that we don't lose kind of our community. So, I mean, most of us, we live in different parts of Sweden and even in other countries. So we are quite separated most of the year, and then we come here to actually play together with other people who also play the same instrument as we do, which is it's not that common that you meet people who play the Swedish bagpipes if you're like in your hometown. I mean, like in Stockholm where I live, it's a lot of people who play fiddles and violins and nyckelharpas and so on, but Swedish bagpipes are quite uncommon to come across if you just walk into a folk music session somewhere.
I discovered this tradition by coincidence, and in contrast to most other bagpipers, I did not already play Swedish traditional music. Most of us were fiddlers before we discovered the instrument and started playing bagpipes, and maybe play both still. But I discovered both the music tradition and the instrument tradition at the same time. So I came into this from a classical background. And discovering this kind of new world that I'd never seen before, that was kind of a life changer, I guess.
When you start playing your bagpipes, what's your gut feeling?
What's my gut feeling?
Yeah.
When
what do you feel
playing?
inside? What happens inside Olle Hjalmar?
That's a strange question. I feel happy.
It's a feeling. It's the same kind of feeling, I think, for all musicians, that you have found something that you love, and you will be glad when you hear that kind of music. And of course, in my case, I have hard only to listen. I want also to make something for myself and playing.
But the idea was to make it a Scottish.
And what would you say is the what's the thing about the Swedish bagpipes?
It's I think it's cozy. It's so small, and it has a soft sound, and it's so small, and it's really easy to just bring with you. You can put it in your bag and just go anywhere and play. I think it's a very cozy instrument, and you have to hug it.
What would you say is the main benefit of a meeting like this?
To meet like-minded, as all nerdy. You know, if you're a bagpipe nerd, you want to talk bagpipes with another bagpipe nerd.
There's one person that is quite central here. He's not playing very much during these meetings. That's Hans Rönnegård.
Our host,
and he's arranging this, and he's been doing that for decades now. What do you think about his efforts?
It's great. We started this, as I said, in '97. That was in Dala-Floda, and we were there until 2001, I think. But for several reasons we couldn't stay, so we had to find a new place. And Hans had this place, which is a bed and breakfast, so there's plenty of rooms. So he offered to move the meeting to his home. This is his home. So I think we have been here since 2002. So that's over 20 years. And yeah, it's a great work from him and his wife, Gunnar.
I think that there might be some people that would say that you are sort of a guardian of the tradition, keeping these meetings going. What do you think about that?
Guardian of the tradition that we have played this kind of bagpipes here in Dalarna, of course, but I'm not so hard when it comes to that it should be exactly in some way or in some direction. I think folk music is something living, and it should live. But I will be a guardian for that we're still playing the bagpipes.